much. How you guys doing today? Not bad. How you guys doing today? You didn't have to tell them to pump it up or anything. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Awesome. We're happy to be here, guys.
Should we introduce ourselves or something? Or you want to say who you are?
I'm Jonny Cruz, aka I love you too so much.
There's something starting. There's some love in the room. Something's starting. I'm Silverstein, aka Torbjörn.
Who said that?
Is that hot girl? See the hot girl?
I can't see.
That real hot
Can you
girl?
stand up? Who said that?
She's, I see her. I see her. It's cool.
Awesome. So this is the voice actor panel.
It's the Overwatch voice, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Overwatch voice actor Q&A panel.
I'm glad that guy doesn't exist right now.
Oh,
I'm really happy.
That's like the Disneyland tram guy. Please keep your hands and arms inside the round. Por favor, los manos y las Gracias.
Awesome. So, do you wanna? I want to just both of us should probably just say how we kind of got into it. Why don't you start? How did this happen for you?
It was a Tuesday morning, I remember, because it was raining, and it had rained for a couple of weeks. The plants in my backyard were slowly dying, and I was happy to have the rain.
Jeez,
I woke up at
can you fast
6:45
forward?
a.m. My usual routine, a couple of push-ups in the shower,
How many push-ups?
followed by an orange juice and a small pancake. I then went out to my office
Small
and checked my email. It's all about the details.
Stop!
I then proceeded to my office where I checked my emails, where I saw that I had an email requesting an audition for a new game from Blizzard.
Ooh.
I said, dope. Which was not the name of the game. Actually, I didn't know the name of the game at that point, but I did. I had an audition in my inbox, and basic description. It was just for Torbjörn. It wasn't like, I don't know how yours was. It wasn't like I got like 5 characters. Like a lot of times with a game like that, you get like, hey man, pick any of these 20 characters you think you might be right for, or we have 3 we'd like you to read for any of those 3. This was just one, and I don't think there was an image of him, but it's funny because they did describe him as, I think, as kind of like dwarf-like. I mean, I definitely knew that was the look that he had. So, I knew he was going to be, first when I looked at the copy, I thought, I'd be in my usual, like, that's right there, you've got your dwarf and he's right in here, right? So that was kind of the first place I went. It was funny because then I was like trying to get like a little Swedish into the audition, obviously when I read the rest of it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And they said he was very friendly and stuff too, so I didn't try to make him like, like mean and ornery and everything. And it was weird because I was so used to going to that vocal place and doing a specific dialect that I had to kind of battle. There were 2 things I had to battle with him. I had to battle not going Scottish first, and then when I got past that, then I had to battle not going piratey. Because he lives in that area. I mean, that's where vocally he is. And I don't know how many of you make voices, but sometimes you get used to going to a certain place vocally, and it's very natural to like fall into. If I get sloppy, like I go like to a Bill Cosby, like I can't help it. Now, go to see Rudy. So I can't help it. If I get that sloppy voice, I go there. So if I want to do another character in that sloppy area, I would have to concentrate. Like, don't go too Cosby.
Don't go sloppy Cosby.
Don't go sloppy Cosby. Don't do it. So those are the 2 things we had to fight. And even like when we were recording too, it was stay away from. They would tell me, I'd be like, hey, if I get too quiet, you tell me. Sometimes we go, I go, give me one more of those. That was too but yeah, no. So we did that, and I usually when I send out an audition, I try to forget about it because we audition we audition all the time for lots of different great projects. And one of the things for me, I don't like to get my heart set on anything. I don't like to go like, guys, it's been 3 days, it's been a week, because there's constantly things like that. So you don't get a lot of stuff. That's just the way it works. But I've worked for Blizzard before, and I was hoping I'd get something. And then when I heard I got it, I was like, that's fantastic. I was excited about it.
Did you know it was going to be what it was?
No way. I don't think anybody could have known it would be what it was. I think it's impossible. I mean, this game has blown up beyond my wildest expectations. So if I had been like, if you had said to me like, what's your dream, how big does this game get? I wouldn't have described how big I think it is now. And it's still, as far as I can tell, it's still growing. So that's been just unbelievable. But even when I recorded for it, there's still, if you've been in the business long enough to know, like some things don't pan out. You know, you could get replaced. The game could not happen. They could just cut out that character and say that's not, I mean, this happens all the time in games. By the time you guys get the games, you know, you don't realize all the characters that have died or whatever. In fact, I believe, I don't know all the details, but I know Blizzard was working on something before for like 4 years. It was a project. They put a lot of money and a lot of time into, and they decided, because Blizzard only puts out quality, like high quality stuff. So if it's not working, they're like, scrap it. Let's go move something. Let's not put out something that's substandard. Let's not do it. So there was that fear.
Yeah, they took a lot of the good things about Titan and brought that and grew that into Overwatch.
Right.
And so taking the stuff that works. So I find that really amazing to be like, hey, here's a game that's not that great. Let's just take the best elements, delete all this, and make something even better.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, a lot of time, a lot of money.
Yeah. When you work years on something too, because you got to be passionate about that at that point. Like, man, we did all this work. Like, for any of you that are artists out there, like to create something and then just go, you know what? I only like the faceplate on this character. Like, you've drawn this character, and then you're like, I just like this one thing. So to be like,
Scratch it all.
Let's just take this one little piece and start all over.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to do because you get attached to the work that you're doing. So, how about you, man?
So I told this story yesterday, but for those who didn't catch it, yeah, I got an audition for a game called, I think they called it Prototype. Was the name of it, code name?
Prototype.
Prototype.
Coming soon.
Yeah, and I auditioned for it. I went in and I was just kind of like, oh, it was. I got it. Did you get a picture of Torbjorn? Did they have?
I think I did. You know what? I think so. I still have my email. So I still have it. And I have yeah.
No, but for me, it had a picture of like a young kid who had a skateboard, Hispanic, with like just a hat.
That's the same picture they had for Torbjorn. I thought I had a weird take on it, but I was like, hey, whatever.
That's cool. Yeah, and so, I said he was cool, positive, and somebody you kind of look up to in a leadership kind of type role. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I just kind of hyped myself up, and I was like, that's it. I went in and did the audition. And then 2 months later, I got an email from my agent that was like, oh, the people from Overwatch loved your audition. And I was like, I don't know what Overwatch is. And I was like, I never even auditioned for this. And I was like, what is this? And then it all kind of hit me because a friend of mine, like 6 months previously, had been like, yo, check this game out, man. This is going to be fly. Look at this gameplay. And he's like showing me, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Cool, man. And then, but he was telling me this game's gonna be hot. It's fire. It's the new thing. He knew. If anybody knew, he knew. And
so when you must have auditioned, I'm assuming you auditioned later than me then. You're saying
right,
after. By the time you
original.
found out, you already knew somebody who knew about like the alpha or the beta or something?
Yeah, it hadn't come out yet, but it was like they were releasing like trailer stuff. Yeah. So that
okay.
he had showed me one of the initial like trailer releases of gameplay. Yeah, and I was you were original like 20, wait, 12.
Was it what? What are you talking? You're just throwing numbers at me right now.
34, 16, 8,
12,
35. Were you part of the original, like the 12, I guess?
I think so, yeah. I think, it's my understanding that Torbjorn was actually the first character that they came up with for Overwatch.
That's in your own brain?
No, that's what
That's really happened?
Somebody told me that.
Who told you that?
Somebody blue said that. I actually don't remember who said. I was in like the first session you go in. There's like 6 representatives from Blizzard. Like they're not messing around.
Yeah.
The more once the characters are established, you might have just 2 or 1. You know what I mean? Plus the director and the engineer and stuff. But the first time, trust me, that's their baby. My baby. That's their thing. So they're making sure. So I don't remember who told me that, but that was my understanding.
Oh. Okay.
I don't mean I can storyline or whatever, but I just mean when they were like, let's start coming up with characters. I believe he was one of the first ones that they were like, okay, they established him. There might have been some tweaks to him afterwards, and then they started building the other characters around him. That's my understanding, at least.
Well, they had told me the exact same thing about Lucio.
Even though it was like 12 months later.
12 months later.
They told all of us that our character was the first character.
Yeah. They make us all feel really good.
Arisa was the first character.
Yeah, so that's kind of, that's my journey to Overwatch.
So what did you have for breakfast that day?
Lucio! Wasn't even Irish, just Cheerios.
Our Bjorn Howler's here. No.
Doesn't sound good.
Okay, all right.
Doesn't sound good.
Get your cereal thing, man.
Yeah, so, does anybody, like, should we just talk more about ourselves?
No.
Yeah.
So later that afternoon, I had a couple of movies on Netflix that I still wanted to watch, so I watched those. When I went to Rouse, I remember because they were having a sale that day. It was those Fridays, you get the coupons, every Friday you have to download and everything. So
This is
let's
what hanging out with
audience.
Keith is like.
Totally, man. Let's take some questions from the audience because you guys have dope questions. I know you do.
What do we got? Yeah.
Come up right here.
Should I just say
Or give us a mic.
there's a mic?
Oh, we have a mic?
Is there a mic? Stand up and shout.
Stand up and shout!
Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. So my question, or it's kind of a question. I have an inside joke with my friends. We don't
dirty?
call you, not that kind of joke.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But I'm sure you get this a lot, but we don't call you Torbjorn, we just call you, when we first saw your character in the game, we thought, who's this Turbo John guy?
Turbo John.
Turbo John?
Turbo John, yes.
Turbo John? I've never heard this one.
Yeah, so what's some other ones that you like, the other nicknames that people
Toblerone, Torby, Torbs.
Turberian?
I like when people are not, like there's two ways to do it. Either people are like purposely messing up the name, but I like when people just don't know it. And they're just like, oh, I like Tarbin. I like Tarbin. Tarbin's cool, Tarbin's mine. He's my boy. You're like, what? Who? Tarbin. Torbijarn. Who else has a question for us?
You got one up. Run!
Run like the wind.
I guess this is a question for both of you, but how much fan content do you see? And if so, what is your favorite fan content that you have seen?
Yours? I know. I mean, I see a lot of it, especially if I get tagged in it. You know, I always look at it. I'm always like, if I like it, I'm always like, you know, double tapping it or commenting on it. So a lot of the stuff I see, I'm just so impressed with. Even when you guys bring stuff to me at the table, I'm like, you drew this with your hands? It's so
generally how it's
impressive.
done.
Yeah, no, with their hands though? Yeah, so I'm always impressed, and I kind of sometimes really love the memes that come out. You know, those are always fun. I like a good laugh off of Lucio. So.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing just how extensive the fan community is, just in general. I mean, you know, you got, like you're saying, the memes, you got fan art, you got all kinds of like photoshopped images, you got videos. People are doing their own impressions of the voices, and just like so it's so like deep. It's extensive. It kind of blows me away a lot because it's just I don't know, because you do a lot of different projects and stuff, and then you always have some. I mean, usually have some kind of a fan base, but it's like there's always stuff. Like I could go any day on the internet and search for something new for Overwatch, and everybody, you guys all are creating so much new stuff. It's unbelievable. It's crazy, and then the cosplay stuff too is insane. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are like a good kind of crazy. What I'm saying. Over here, what you got?
What you got? Who you got?
Run! Give me a little speed boost.
I wanted to ask both of you, what are your favorite voice lines that you've recorded for each character?
Oh man, this changes based on my mood. It really does.
How you feeling? How you feeling today?
What am I feeling today?
I feel purple.
What am I feeling today, guys? I'm feeling very chill. So what would that one be? He's the chillest! He's the freaking chillest! Lucy is so chill! Now I feel like amp it up!
For me, my favorite line of his, and there's a lot that I like, and I actually don't remember a lot because, I mean, I play and I'm like, what did I just say? Because we recorded a bunch of lines, like the first session, I don't know, like 100, 150 different lines or so, I don't know, it seems like it. And I know they have stuff like programmed so that like, some of it obviously you hear every time, you know, they spawn or whatever, but other things are like only in this situation and only like 1 out of every 10,000 times you're in that situation do you hear this one line. Like a lot of it they program like that so that there's always something fairly new, so it keeps it kind of fresh. But the one that I like the most is, oh, did I leave that there? I love that because it's like, cause I'm always playing Torp, so when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not even there.
I love that.
I love that. Man, I'm kicking ass, not even there. Meanwhile, I'm like, trying to run back into the action. I got you. And I see it slowly going, he's destroyed. My turret!
I just watched a video of somebody trolling a Torbjorn as he's building his turret, and he just kept shooting it, and he would just follow Torbjorn running around building a turret and immediately destroy it. And the guy was just like, I'm doing good.
It's probably me. That's the bad part. I hate that. That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be right behind me, and I don't know. I'm like, where is this coming from?
Immediately destroy it. I love it.
I'm gonna interrupt you and
Yeah.
start a questions line over here. So
No, we like the
You know
we like
what?
the runner.
I respect the
He
organization.
loves running.
I respect it.
please have pity on the guy running.
No, I loved it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a line is being formed over here, so.
I still want you to run.
All of you run!
Run, fight each other for first. It's clearly established. I love it.
All right, who else? No, I'm just kidding. That's the point. They're over there for no reason. That would be a great little troll, though. That'd be funny. Oh, yeah, you over
Yeah,
there.
you over here.
I'm standing right here in line. Why are we in line? I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. It's on. It's on.
Yeah, it's working.
Beatbox.
I have one for both of you. Can you both do your dances?
You got it worse than I do. Your dance is more difficult than mine.
This happened yesterday.
You have to be the.
This happened yesterday.
You got to be the crescendo. Because mine's easier than yours. So.
No, do mine. Let's have Keith do mine.
Yeah, like give me a giant beatbox or something. I give me some music, something. Beatbox. Lucille,
Come on.
beatbox.
I'll
Give me
do it.
something. I don't want this beat to sound. I think it's like. Right back, right?
You can give me a beatbox.
Oh yeah, I guess I got it, huh?
God, guys.
Dang, I'm still
I'm
on.
tired today. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff in my pockets.
Yeah, you gotta move the water. This is serious. Yeah, if you got keys in your pocket, you'll never have babies, so be careful. Well, I mean in the front.
Alright.
Ready?
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of prep. Look at this. It better be good now.
Alright.
No babies, no babies, no babies, no babies. He ain't having no babies, no babies.
fighting. Okay, no one can ask that question again. We're not gonna. That's ever. Where's the cameras? Ever. It's been done, bro. All right, who's up? Someone out from the crowd? Now, come on. What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
I was gonna ask for
Hello.
Diva's number.
Whose number?
Diva's.
817-654-48.
No, I was gonna say, if there were no kids in the way, who would really win that race at the slide?
We did an obstacle course.
Yeah, we just did. We raced against each other in the obstacle course.
The balloon obstacle course. And Keith thought he could beat me.
Yeah.
He had a thought in his mind that he could beat me.
Yeah, I did. For good reason.
And he claims that there was an invisible child in his way when I beat him.
No, the kid
That
was
was
not,
not like we
it was
were
not
up.
Sombra. This was like a real kid. This was a legit child. And I get to the last part, which is the ladder you got to climb up. And like, there's a kid like right, this high. So I had to wait. He's actually pretty quick. In his defense.
The invisible child.
No, he was
really
really invisible.
fast.
Man, we got this on camera, folks. Wait till it's posted. But it seems fitting that because you would win anyway. The only time I'm fast is when I get the boost, and I'm like, ooh, hey. Slow my
No,
little pace.
I would have felt terrible if I lost. Very bad.
Well, you're lucky that you paid that kid. Just saying.
So obviously, the Overwatch voice actors are all very close, judging by the videos released. I was wondering, what's the process of when a new character and thus a new voice actor is introduced? Do you guys have like a hangout or something?
Secret initiation.
We all do breakfast.
Yeah.
We have Blizzard calls us up and says we got somebody new. We're gonna bring in the team. Let's all do brunch.
we wear
Do eggs and small pancakes. And then we do a sleepover, and we do a. Gotta tell them, right? We do,
No.
We do a pillow fight.
Secret Overwatch pillow fights.
we do a pillow.
No, actually, it just kind of all happened so organically, and I think what I love about Overwatch is it's about acceptance and positivity. So anytime anybody we get to meet them, it's just like, hey, welcome, we're happy to have you. So whoever's coming up.
Yeah, because we don't record together.
Yeah.
So Blizzard was responsible. The video that kind of went viral a bit where we did all kinds of it's high noon. So that was at Blizzard. That was on the campus, and they did a rap party. And I assume they invited all the actors, but everybody's doing other stuff, so only so many could make it. So that was who was able to make it. So Blizzard was responsible. And I didn't know. I hadn't met a lot of the other cast members. There were some I knew from other work. So that was the first time meeting a good group, and we really hit it off there. And it's such a kind of like a family affair. It's like we're like brothers and sisters in a way in this great game. So
I think
that
for me that really bonded me to be like, because I was just like, oh, I'm gonna shoot some videos of everybody, and was hoping everybody wasn't like a dick or something. Because you don't know. You're just like, hey man, you want to shoot a video with me? Nah, get out of here, dude. I was, you never know. But everybody was like, yeah. And what I love about Keith is like I was shooting one with Matt. It was the first one, the high noon one. And then you came over, you're like, oh, I want to do it or whatever. And then he was like super excited to do it. He's actually my favorite interactions between me and him on that one. But from there, everybody was like, yeah, let's do it. And that made me feel, just like, oh, thank you, and welcome, and appreciate it. And I think that vibe was just kept going. Then when the video came out, I was like, oh, hey, look, we do look like a happy family. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. So that's been a cool extra thing because I don't think to this extent at all. I don't think really. I mean, it depends on the project, but for a project like this that we don't really work together, like I've never seen this kind of a bond for me.
Yeah,
when you're working on like original animation and you're like once a week going in and you're spending 4 hours, there's a natural bond that happens too. But a lot of times there's not a bond on a show like this or a game like this or a show, anything where you don't really interact within the confines of work. So it's kind of cool that we've been able to do that. So, and the pillow fight helped. You're making a pillow out of a feather.
Are you listening to music?
I'm just really nervous right now.
Yeah.
You're doing the nervous dance.
I was doing the nervous dance. I was like, oh, he's dancing.
Everybody's got a nervous dance, man. Yours is good.
Yeah. What's your question, brother?
Can I get a video next year of you saying Crucio?
Come on, let's do it.
do too. Not to hate you, I do the...
Quick side note from staff, please no stepping onto or off of the stage. We have 2 sets of perfectly good stairs.
Who was that, God?
Yeah, stairs over here.
Yeah, it's extra long to go
Over
around.
there.
Okay.
That's where we keep them. Hello.
I think it's crazy how your characters have become such a huge part of your lives, and I imagine that you probably have a lot of sentiment towards each character, and it sort of becomes like you, in a way. So I was curious if that ever comes into play in the recording studio or with the creators, where you can be like, oh, it would be cool if this happened, or if I got to say this. So if you ever got to edit any lines or anything along that.
A little bit for me. I mean, they work hard on the line, so there's a combination. It's a real group effort when we're recording with everybody, the director and the producers that are there too. Because sometimes a line just doesn't quite, like I might say the line is written and I'm like, it doesn't quite feel right. So I might change like a contraction or something, you know what I mean? Contraction, like not a huge change, but just something that makes it feel a little more like that would be what the character would say. And a lot of times they go with that line. A lot of the laughs for Torbs, the laughs, like to get in the right place for the line. So I do a lot of sounds before a line. So like, and then I do the line, because it gets me to the spot for the line. Now, they then have the ability to cut that sound out and not use it, just use that line. But I found with him, they kept a lot of them. So it's kind of cool, like a lot of those laughs, the lines didn't say laugh and then say the line. But there's a lot that I go, ha! And then I go into the line, and they kept it, and that's kind of cool. So there's a little bit of that.
No, I write all my own lines. It's just a little bit different from him. No, yeah. When I'm in the booth, it's the same thing. Sometimes I might add on to a line or like improvise and let me do my chillin', so much chillin' beatbox. That was just me improvising, you know. And, I always love we can do that, but I think Michael Chu does a really great job of like creating the character and making it attainable, reachable, and real. So yeah, I don't think it's much needed. But anytime like I'm feeling loose, I'll throw something out there, and they're like, yeah. But they're always like, yeah. It always jazz me up.
They encourage it. It's not needed because you're right. You know, they do an amazing job. And the other thing is, I want to make clear. I mean, you guys know. I mean, for the lore for Overwatch, like I mean, with what we know, like we know this much about all the characters. You know what I mean? If there's like this would be a whole. Like, we only know so much, and they're releasing something. It's the same for us. So although you might think like we know the characters so well, there's certain things we know about the characters, but we don't know their entire everything backstory and how they relate to everything. So we're learning that as we go too. So when we go to a session, we have a line, then they'll say, well, this line is because, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, mine's a little bit different from him. I know it all because they told me.
They told you everything.
Right at the beginning, yeah, they told me
There's everything.
They got a whole thing, we got a whole 10-year plan just laid out. Here it is.
So when you guys have questions about characters, and this guy knows it. I know.
No, yeah, same thing. It's just we get little clues, and we're like, oh, this could be a thing. Is this a thing? And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's interesting though because you brought it up like that. These are our characters, and we must feel very attached. And I absolutely do. But at the same time, like I definitely don't feel like I know everything about Torbjorn. You know what I mean? I definitely don't. They can throw something at me, and I'll be like, oh, okay, oh, sweet. And obviously, I'm not gonna throw something at me that doesn't make sense with the way I've been portraying him. That totally would change him. But it, you know, it's a cool thing. I know it, but I also respect that it's their world, and there's a lot that I don't know. So I would improv a little bit on the lines, but I would never take over completely because I don't know what he would say to a specific character.
Right. And you don't know the history of what their history is. So.
And where they're going with it.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Does Blizzard tell you the type of skins that are coming out for your guys' characters? Like, which are your favorites?
Yeah, we actually get first approval. We approve
Yeah,
all
we
the
approve
skins.
all the skins. Add a nice little hat to that.
I like those shoes, man. We made those shoes orange.
Great.
Boom, go.
Michael
Yeah.
Chu, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
No idea.
No. We don't know at all. We don't know.
I'm usually last to know. I got a new skin.
You know how many people like we don't know a lot of stuff. So I mean like future stuff. So you know how many people? I'm sure you have the same thing. Like Sombra, what's the deal, man? People are like, who's Sombra? What's going on? Have you heard of this? And we, no. The only way we know is if when we went in last time there was a line where we were specifically talking to, like, say, a new character, or it specifically referenced a new skin, and then they might tell us, like, you know, oh, this is because of, oh, cool, and we know they shut up.
All right, two things. I asked Jonny this yesterday. There's a first one for Keith. What's the worst experience you ever had from the set?
Recording? Like, what's the worst experience I ever had?
Recording or in the studio or anything.
19.
No.
19.
No.
1997.
The director told me.
What's the word? You know, I don't know. Sometimes I've had a couple things. I've had like sessions that like when I was first starting out, I've had sessions like I really just wanted to please like be great, and they just went on and on and on, and by the end of the day, I just was so like, oh my, like dead, tired, just pain, headache, migraine, just like insane. So I've had those kind of sessions. I have one session that stands out, you know, I worked on one game. I have to be very vague about everything, but I worked on one game once, and it was Friday. It was like the end of the Friday. I hadn't worked with this director a lot. I knew this director was done for the week after me, and definitely was acting like, let's do this, let's finish. And I was told like, okay, this character, it was just a minor character, and this character, it was literally a scream for the character, like there's an explosion. And I was told this is a scientist, right? So I was, you know, thinking, okay, so I'll make him a little bit of a scientist or whatever, you know, so okay, cool. And whatever scream I did, was like, ah, something, right? And then immediately, like, the director started like laughing at me. And I was like, okay. And they were like, you're laughing like you're Gene Wilder or something. Like, this is like a big, strong soldier scientist. I'm like, well, you didn't say any of those things before. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm a big man. I mean, why are you know, fine, just tell me that. But I mean, it was like one of those sessions where you're like, oh, we just got to get through this. You know what I mean? Because that's never a good way to start. And I knew all the engineers and stuff, all the techs that were there and stuff. And they were like, you could see them like shaking their head at me like, you know, like it's gonna be rough. I'm sorry, man, but I mean, you know, those are few and far between. So I mean, that's not even really something to like, you know, focus on, because most of the time, like everybody you work with is really amazing, and it's really, I enjoy very much what I get to do, and it's something different every day. So I mean, I wouldn't focus on that, but yeah, there are days like that are like, oh, and it's usually because it's so much yelling, or just somebody's in a bad mood who's above you.
And second, Corbin, Lucio, can you tell us a Yo Mama joke?
The what?
A Yo Mama joke.
Your mama joke. I'm not gonna do it twice. I don't want to get in trouble. Your mama's so poor. Your mama's so poor, she went to McDonald's and put a shake on layaway.
Man, your mama's so dumb, she tripped over a quarter's phone.
Thank you, guys.
Your mama's so fat. Wait. Your mama's so fat, she uses the Bible belt to hold her pants up.
Oh, man. Your mama's so dumb, she got hit by a parked car. Okay, enough.
Alright, so I'm gonna see I need some ID, some social security. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think you can get all that at like City Hall or something. Good luck.
Anyways, I got like two questions. The last one's really quick. But the first one, I want to know is like, what's your favorite meme, or what is something that you've seen of your characters that made you laugh so hard?
I saw a very fast Lucio, which is a little frog in the desert. Yeah. He's really angry, and somebody put Lucio's voice in him every time he opens his mouth. And he's like, speak! Move! I'm like, this is funny. I really like that one.
I don't know. I'm not as much like I don't get the memes as much. Every once in a while I'll say this at a con and somebody will send me a couple of them, which is cool. I'm happy to. Please tweet me some so I can see them. I don't know wherever those are. I don't see them as often. I see a lot of drawings that are just artwork, and those kind of blow me away. A lot of those are great. And then and then the cosplay. Like I don't see that many cosplayers as Torbjorn, but when I do, man, well actually I should be honest, they're either like a cardboard one, or they're like unbelievable. They're like unbelievable. And some of the female ones, the female Torbjorns, I'm in love. I'm like, what? So that's the stuff that I react to a lot. But if you guys got a really funny meme, like a Torbjorn one that I should definitely see, I mean, I saw a lot of them just with my name. I mean, with tall Torbjorn.
No, the Toblerone.
Toblerone, all that stuff, of course.
That one's a good one.
Which I get that. And I like the aardvark stuff.
Sure.
Aardvark face. I like when people play off the aardvark thing all the time.
I also wanted to know if you guys are, if I'll see you at BlizzCon.
I am not at liberty to tell you.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Before I ask my question, I just want to say, if you guys were boogers, I'd pick you both.
That is the single sweetest thing anyone
This is
says.
beautiful. He called me a booger and I cried.
My question is, if Torbjorn and Lucio were, real, and you guys got to hang out with them for a day, how would that day be like?
We'd probably run an obstacle course. Right? Something like that?
Yeah, Torbjorn would complain about invisible children.
As you might be building something.
Yeah, I've been playing some music.
Yeah. If he needed me to build him a bigger boombox or something, I'd do that, right? It's the serious
Ricky boy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. We might even do our dances on stage.
Alright, hello. So there's all those cinematics of characters that let us know a little bit more about their backstory and all that. Do you guys ever know, or have you guys already done a cinematic for your character?
Oh yeah,
Sorry, what?
it's already out. You can see it. It's online right now.
I couldn't. It's like the mic wasn't working.
No, he's talking about our cinematics.
Sorry, what?
Our cinematics.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do that.
No, honestly, I have no idea. And
Or does he?
Huh?
Or does he?
No, I don't. I don't.
Or
I
does
wish
he?
I did. I wish
No.
I could have a look on my face and be like, I don't know. I can't even do that because I don't know. I want it.
The check is I was at a con one time. We were doing a panel like this, just about everything and stuff. And I realized this is funny. The fans, they want information like that so badly. So I was goofing on a fan because the fan was it was about this show called Miraculous, and they were like, thank you. They were like, when is the next season coming out? When is season 2 coming out? And we had the tech guys over here and stuff, and I was like, you want to know when season 2 is coming out? We've got a video clip for you, exclusive here, and we're going to show it right now. And first off, the crowd went nuts. Then I looked over at all the tech guys, and they're like, where is it? Where are the trackers and all? And then it just became this running joke, all good. I'd be like, here. And so it's awesome. So 3-4 times, not just me, but the other panelists would do that. And we spread it out over the hour. And then the last time we did it, the tech guys were so awesome that they rickrolled everybody. With They were ready. They're like, you're not getting this now. They're like, never going to give you up. The full video came out. That is so badass.
So genius.
I have a second quick one. Would you guys be hyped to do a cinematic movie for Overwatch?
We would be so hyped that we've got a preview. I think there's 2 screens. I thought that was the screen over there. You guys will still look though. Preview right now! Everybody watch!
Alright,
That screen that's there, Keith. Why are you pointing in other places?
Thank
Here
you.
it is!
Thank you.
Hello, this one's for Keith. Speaking of invisible children,
Okay.
just how many children does Torbjorn have? He has 100.
Are you counting the invisible ones? How many were in that photo? In that drawing?
8.
8 or 9? Come on, guys. We have consensus here. Whatever was in that photo, that's what I'm going to go with. As far as I know. I mean, I don't know what Torbjorn did when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. There might be a couple others floating around. I don't know. No, I would assume what's in that picture.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish I knew. I mean, honestly, it's not even like you were saying. It's not like I'm going like. Oh, it's like
I don't know.
It doesn't affect like the voice quality and stuff. So they've never told me in the session like, okay, now wait. Oh, you get that line like he had 8 kids, but he has 12. So can you act like you have a few more children? Okay, I got it. Right.
Build them up, break them down.
Oh, that's it. That's the one. That's like 12 kids. That's it.
Thank you.
Hi. Opposite David actually stole my question, but I have
Stole it? Like literally stole it?
Yes. So I have 2 questions. One for both of you, and one is a very, very important question for the voice of Torbjorn. So the first question is, what is your favorite line of each other? Like, what's your favorite Lucy line, and what's your favorite Torbjorn line? And can you try to mimic each other?
That's the one I know. That's the main one I know. That's what I would do.
Yeah, do it.
Like Torbjorn though?
Yeah,
Is that what you said? Or just like him?
I guess like
Let's break it down!
more emphasis.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. But I'm sitting.
Do it like you have no kids.
Oh, let's break it down! See, that's why he got that role.
I mean, I don't know a lot of your lines, to say the truth. I don't blame you. Build them up and break them down.
You just like that one because you anything with a break.
Break it down.
Yeah.
Build them up, let's break it down.
Wait a minute. I just got an idea. I'm gonna start mine, and you're gonna finish with yours. Combo.
Yeah.
Combo.
Let's do it.
Build them up.
Let's break it down. Corbusier.
We're gonna have a combo move. There's gonna be a combo move where I like 1 and 2, and then you're gonna like boost me, and I'm gonna do like somersaults, and then hammer somebody on the head. Wait for it, it's coming out soon. In fact, we got a preview.
Someone willing to make it happen.
I got him on speed dial.
And the second question was for Torbjorn. So Torbjorn is Swedish and he's a builder. Does he know how to build IKEA furniture?
Does anyone?
That's why it comes with the instructions. There is if you look up Torbjorn, you will get their IKEA. There is a Torbjorn. That's a real. You guys know what that means? Do you guys know what Torbjorn means?
It means Thunderbear.
I think it's Thor Bear. I think it's Thor Bear, which is very close to Thunder Bear. I was told Thor Bear, but maybe it's Thunder Bear. But yeah, that's what it means. I don't know.
What is a Thor bear?
Iron.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
last
a
really,
big-
just sorry, really, really quick.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can
Can I build your furniture for you? Is that what you're saying?
Can you reenact Lucy and Torbjorn building something from IKEA?
I just did. No, probably not.
Try not allowed to do it.
Yeah, we got it. Then we're advertising for IKEA too.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Hi, this question is for both of you. So when you're playing Overwatch, who's your favorite character to take down?
I personally am not a fan of Reaper. It's just heavy energy, man. Die. Why? That's me personally.
Mine is purely just on who pisses me off the most when they take me out. And so it's 2. It's Tracer. Because I always play Torbs, and she pisses me off. I'm like, dude, no.
Quick!
That drives me, I don't know what to do. And then, Roadhog, I can't, oh man. Pisses me off, that chain gets me, and I'm like, unless I've got my ult ready. And then I go, but otherwise, I'm in trouble. So they're the ones that, for some reason, take me out and anger me the most.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. So my first question is specifically for Jonny. What I'm sure you must get this question all the time, but what do you think of shipping Diva and Lucio?
When people started asking me in the very beginning, who do you ship? I would say I ship everybody in a big old pile. But as I've gotten older and I started understanding too much, you know, you want to just have somebody there with you as you get older, and all the parties and all the stuff starts to fade away, and you just see the ones who are left standing by your side. I think it's hilarious, man. I don't know. I think I like it. I like the ship, and but I would probably ship still a bunch of them together. That's just me.
Okay, well, that leads right into my second question for both of you. Who are your guys' each individual favorite ship?
Corbusier?
My public character crush. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Diva Bjarn.
My character crush.
Mine would be some racer D. Yeah. Anyway.
Going back to ships.
We never left ship.
Yeah, we're still on it. We're on the ship.
By the way, you should never say I ship everyone in a big pile. That just sounds weird.
Why?
No reason.
2017, everybody. All free love, dude. No acceptance, love.
Okay, so there's been some fans yelling about what's better, Pharah and Mercy or Genji and Mercy. Which one do both of you prefer?
Wait, Pharah, Mercy, or who?
Genji and Mercy.
You're not gonna like my answer. I mean, let people love who they want to love. I mean, I would never dictate. No, but honestly, I mean, even in a game or in real life, I mean, it's fun to do it, to pair them up. But if you're giving me who would be better, I'm like, whoever gets along better, whoever, whatever works.
Once again, why can't they all be ridiculous? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. In a big pile.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Get around all the mate. All right. Thank you.
Hey Keith, Jonny, thanks for coming on.
Happy to be here,
Thank
man.
you for having us.
First quick question for Jonny. Dad, why did you leave years ago and never came back to you?
Son? I don't even know. She never told me.
Is this really happening?
This is real.
Second, actually, one question. As both voice actors, and I guess Jonny, since you happen to have been on a couple sets, again, doing live action stuff, being voice actors predominantly now, do you guys ever find yourselves,
Stop that.
Yeah.
No, leave that. Oh! He's in the far one.
No, I'm telling you, there was not just one kid in there anyway.
As someone who's watched this video multiple times already, noticed that the kid in the blue shirt actually just...
Nobody knows what's happening. There I am.
debate who would have won, but at least the child was not invisible.
All right.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. That just slipped out.
I enjoyed them.
I'm really happy to be a part of the comedic part of this Q&A. That was awesome.
So you were saying?
Yeah, so back to the seriousness, I guess. So as both VOs, do you guys, in your normal day, you know, when you're not getting directed, you know, while you're in the booth, do you guys ever find yourself practicing just different voices, or like when you guys are out for groceries, or even in private, and like how far do you really take that, you know, before it gets, maybe I should kind of stop before this gets a little weird.
My roommates usually say, "Shut up, dude." Yeah, I think just growing up, that was always a huge thing to do voices and like just stand in front of the mirror and just 10 minutes remaining. Thank you. Run! So I mean, yeah, I think for me, I'm always playing around and trying to find like different sounds, especially when you get at auditions. I audition at my house, my own little setup, and so they are hearing me sometimes at 1 in the morning being like, "Ah!" Just hear that randomly, and I appreciate people I live with. So, but yeah, all the time.
I never do voices. I don't do them. I just don't because it's weird. People are like, why are you doing those voices? That's crazy.
No, all the time, obviously.
Yeah, all the time.
And there's nothing weird. I mean, you're walking down the street or you're talking to people in voices. I mean, I do that sometimes. Like, let's see how far I can pull off a voice, like ordering something at McDonald's or something, you know, before they're like, stop, okay? But if I'm just, you know, in my booth or whatever, or I just come up with something in my car, like I'll record it on my phone if I think it's got some legs, and then later on I can kind of go back to it and go, okay, I like this quality in it, you know, so I don't lose wherever I was going. But I like to go as far as if you're not annoying anybody around you, I mean, go as far as you can. Sometimes the zanier, wackier voices are just cool, and they can bring it, even if you don't go that far, you can pull it back. But it's nice to know how far you can go. It's harder to go further. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, definitely.
It's better. Like directors would rather tell you like tone that down a bit than tell you like, can you like
amp it up?
Yeah, because that's harder for most people to amp something up. It really is.
Thank you.
Why do you make voices, bro?
Not really. I don't think I do. Thank you for that answer. I appreciate it.
You're fine. Good question. Who's on that?
So I'm finishing up my last semester of university this fall, so can you guys like wish me the best of luck?
I wish you the best of luck. And I mean it. I'm not just saying that because you asked me to specifically say that. If you had come up and asked any other question, I would say, I wish you the best of luck.
You gotta believe.
Wait, was that Lucio or is that Parappa the Rapper?
Oh.
No, Parappa the Rapper.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
If you listen closely, I'm sure you'll find.
We got
I love that game.
It's great.
Okay, so obviously you guys try to eat each other's characters, but have you tried like Reinhardt or
Oh, you make me want to try Reaper though.
Soldier? Yeah, something like that.
That's cool. I've tried a few other ones. I mean, I generally when I get to skirmish, I have 2 times I try other characters. Either I'm just totally practicing and I'm playing against those robots that don't do anything. Like if I'm the first time ever, like I did that with Sombra recently. I was like, let me figure her out. What does she do? What does she really do? And that was good because I was like, oh, okay, I see what she does. But I'll skirmish with somebody else and I get wasted. But then when we play, I'm like, I gotta go to Torps because that's the only guy I know what I'm doing with.
Are you talking about playing or like doing voice lines?
I mean like voice, yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about then. Punch.
It's all in the mind.
Okay, so wait, do you
do the other voices?
Like try to.
You can probably do a couple.
Die.
Why?
I got you in my sights.
Cheese out the cavalry's here.
I'm a dog! That's all I got.
I guess we just did.
I gotta sit around and like listen to it and do it. Yeah. And annoy my roommates until I said they were done.
Alright, well, on the topic of voices, this is for the both of you. If you were to voice any other character, who would you guys want to voice?
Anywhere and anything?
Well, specifically in Overwatch.
Okay.
5 minutes remaining.
I mean, I always do this dumb joke, but I love it. Matthew Mercer, his voice is milky, smooth, buttery. So yeah, McCree.
Yeah, if I had to choose somebody else, man, I would voice Bastion. Get the voice programmed in at some point. That would be cool.
What would it sound like?
You know what's funny?
What would it
Though?
sound
I
like?
don't know yet. I don't know yet. I can't.
Cool. Oh.
But I have a clip for you right now. So I had one dude though. Speaking of doing other voices and stuff. Now I play in Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, right? If you played that, I played the Reaper in that. And it was like super robotic. And so somebody got confused and they were blown away at a con and they were like, oh, man, you're the voice of Tormir and plus you also do Reaper. You're 2 voices in Overwatch. No, that's a different game. It's the same name. It's totally different. He was very disappointed. You don't do Tormir either? No, I do. I do that. I don't do Reaper.
Sucks, dude. I'm calling it Lucio's line.
So I was like, die. He's like, okay, cool. Sign my autograph. Do it. It's terrible. I should never have taken credit for that. I feel bad. I tried to tell him no. Sorry, Keith Ferguson. I'm sorry.
Keith.
Reaper. Hello.
My question for you is, if the characters of Overwatch were real and you were able to spend time and meet them, who would you date? And what would you do to win their hearts?
Who would we date and what would we do to win their hearts? Pretty specific, man.
Man.
Are you just trying to get dating advice from me? Like, how would you? I think so. I think he's this is his way of saying, like, what should I say to Charlotte? Or something, you know what I mean? Anjali, what should I say to her? What would work? That's what I feel like's happening.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if we can do that. I would date any of the ladies in Overwatch. Are you kidding me?
Sounds great.
Have you played the game? Have you seen them?
Any of them.
In real life or in the game? I'm like, what? I would say anything I needed to.
Aren't you married?
I am married. This is a hypothetical situation. Come on, you gotta bring it back to that. You can't even answer that question. You got a ring on your finger.
Yeah, I mean, they're all wonderful, gorgeous women. I mean, I don't know. I personally would have no idea how to approach.
I would start with one and try whatever line, and if that didn't work, I would walk to the next one. Slide it off to that line. All right, go to the next one.
It's a numbers.
It's a numbers game. That's exactly right. And then if any of the ladies of Overwatch were like, "Oh, you're cute," I'd be like, "Boom!" Hey, don't be knocking Arisa. What was that? Don't knock it till you try it.
No! No, just be loud.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna ask, do you guys use your voices for the drive-thru? Oh, there it is.
I mean, my regular voice.
For him, it's kind of funny.
Well, actually, I don't go through drive-thrus, guys. I don't eat fast food.
He gave up drive-thrus.
Yeah.
He's beyond drive-thrus.
Do you use your voices, like any kind of voice, for the drive-thru?
I've also passed that phase, not of drive-thrus, but doing my voice. I actually once went, it was McDonald's, and I was with a couple of friends, and we thought we'd be funny, and so we had like an order for 3 people, and I was like, I freestyled an order for 3 people, just rapped it, and it was good. I was like, damn, I did it. You know, the whole thing, I ordered all the stuff, everything was right and cool, and the guy on the other end was like, that'll be $17.50, drive it to the window.
Oh.
And then we're like, wait, and we got up there and it was totally like nothing.
Oh.
That guy had heard everything. There was nothing we could do that he was gonna give a crap about at all. He did not care. So then I kind of gave up doing it. I was like, that career ended swiftly. Plus, it doesn't pay. There's no money in making voices at the drive-thrus.
Yeah.
It is not.
All right, thank you very much.
Is that it, guys? That's it. You guys are amazing. That's it, right?
No. Well, where's our? We don't have a zero. Are we done, or we got more time? Do we have time for the clip?
What you got?
Are you serious? We don't have time for the clip?
Oh man.
All right, we had a clip. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Play us
sorry.